Happy MayDay! My name is Linda MacNeil. I am the Atlantic Regional Director for Unifor, Canada's largest private sector union, and we represent about 315,000 workers in nearly every sector of the Canadian economy, including 1,200 members here in beautiful Newfoundland and Labrador. When I was leaving Cape Breton to come here, I of course checked the weather and saw the forecast for rain. Then I still packed the same prepare for any weather selection of clothes because St. John's, you never know which way the wind is going to blow. And that must be why your Premier, Andrew Furey, called his budget, "Change is in the air." But just like we don't always know what the weather will do, we aren't quite sure which direction Furey's change will blow either. Last year's budget promised a significant cut to the province's healthcare system. But then, after a year of advocating of stronger public services by many organizations and unions, Premier Furey backed off from that strategy. Quite frankly, I was relieved when he backed off from the most severe strategies in the Green Report, at least for now. But he has continued to ignore the province's workers. He says he wants to change the course of this province's economic future. But who stands to benefit from these changes? If he implemented all the recommendations from the Big Reset, life for many would get harder. 9,000 people would lose their jobs. We'd see 35% cut to the healthcare system. Wages across the public sector would fall, and we would see a rise in inequality as more people would be pushed into low-wage work. So where is the move to a minimum wage that acknowledges the skill, experience, and dignity of all workers in this province? Where is the effort to require employers to implement fair scheduling practices with more full-time jobs and benefits instead of employer strategies to keep workers hopping between multiple jobs in desperate situations? Where's the strategy to ensure we capitalize on the skills and abilities of our energy workers who ensure we get a piece of the 24 million jobs that will be created through energy innovation? Where's the strategy to attract and retain highly skilled workers in this province in order to provide high-quality healthcare and public services for Newfoundland and Labradorians all their life? Where's the action to protect the rural towns by stopping the increase of corporate concentration in the fisheries? As you can tell, I have a lot of questions for the Premier. The pandemic has forced all of us to reevaluate so much in our lives. Where we work, how safe we feel at work, how we spend our time away from work, and whether our work contributes to our lives in a way that we want. I know many have felt isolated. I have to say, it feels so wonderful to be here today because so much of our activism has been trapped in Zoom meetings. I want to remind you all here today that together we are a force, more than just a workforce, a force of power and change. Our activism can reach further than our computer screens, our city, or our province's boundaries. Hear, hear. Hear, hear. Together, we truly can change the world. Unifor partners with organizations around the world like International Transport Workers Federation, or ITF, which defends seafarers aboard container ships, stopping deadly practices like forcing low-paid workers to unsecure the large shipping containers while a ship is still battling the sea coming into port. Lives have been lost for the sake of saving a little time at a port unloading cargo. Unifor has promoted our innovative women's advocate program around the world through partner organizations like Industrial Global Union, representing 50 million workers in 140 countries, giving women a voice, providing support for escaping harassment and abuse is something we all need, no matter where we live. It's through these partnerships that create a better world. On days like MayDay, when we stand together around the globe and remind ourselves of our many victories, that we give each other the strength to tackle next challenges. Last few years have been tough for many of us, and I can tell you that your activism is a cure for our collective and individual despair. Let's continue to work together to build the Newfoundland and Labrador we want and need. Let's continue to fight for workers' rights, for dignity, for respect, and fair pay. Let's push together for paid sick days, living wages, and improvements to our labor laws. Let's continue to fight so no matter which way the wind blows, it can't push us backwards. Solidarity, my friends.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. The